Hello everyone. The intention of this video is to explain what is QAP or Qualified Institutional Placement in a simple way. So in recent times, you must be reading or listening many news about many companies are coming up with a fundraising by Qualified Institutional Placement. Companies like HDFC and ICICI Bank, Indigo are all recently came up with a QAP issue. So what is a QAP? It is basically a way for listed companies to raise capital without having to submit much legal paperwork to the market regulators. So only listed companies can raise capital via QAP. So what are the key points in a QAP process? So this is a way to issue shares without going through standard regulatory compliance. And it follow looser set of regulations, but allottees are highly regulated. Allottees means whoever is buying the securities are more regulated legally than whoever is issuing the securities. So it is created to avoid dependency of foreign resources for raising capital. And one thing should be noted that only qualified institutional buyers or QABs can only buy the securities issued through QAP. How it works? So before QAP, there was a growing concern from Indian regulators that domestic companies were accessing foreign market for fundraising rather than the Indian-based capital sources. So the authorities proposed QAP guidelines to encourage Indian companies to raise funds domestically instead of tapping overseas market. So QAPs are helpful for few reasons. First, it saves time. It is having very less legal formalities and it is cost effective. So as you know, any companies list for listing for the first time, they will issue IPO or initial public offer. And if they want to raise the fund again, they can go with the follow on public offer or FPO. But the process of FPO is legally more complicated and more expensive. That is why most of the listed companies are preferring QAPs as a method of fundraising. Now, as I told, only QIBs or qualified institutional buyers only can buy securities issued through QIP process. So some examples of QIBs or qualified institutional buyers are like mutual funds, scheduled commercial banks, and insurance companies registered with the IRDA or Insurance Regulatory Development Authority. So why this limitation is kept? Because QIBs have the financial muscle power and expertise that allows them to evaluate and participate in the capital markets without legal assurance of a follow-on public offer. So if the companies are going for an FPO or follow-on public offer, there are many legal formalities that assures minimum guarantee to the investors, whereas QIPs have very less legal formalities. So only expertise or QIBs with very high financial power can only assess and take a decision to participate for the buying of the securities or not. So that is why a retailer cannot buy a securities issued through a QIP process. That's it. So thank you. I hope some of you must have got some information with this video. Thank you. See you later.